Hey everybody, it's Julie Ebersol for EllenHutson.com. Thanks for joining me today. I've got a fun, slightly interactive holiday card for you, and you could use anything you wanted. It truly doesn't have to be a holiday. But I couldn't resist doing this pop-in, pop-up, that's what I call it, because I didn't know what else to call it, using a fun stamp set by Brandy Kincaid. It's called Light Parade. Now to get started, I'm going to use some Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock, and I've already cut it to make a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. And then I'm going to crease that fold line very well with my bone folder and grab the adorable little car from that stamp set. And I'm going to get that mounted where I want on the card front, get it mounted to the lid of the Misty, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink up with some Memento Tuxedo black ink. Now at this point it's very important that you open up the card, and I'm going to grab the die. And ask me how I know why this is important. I'm going to use the matching car die to go ahead and die cut that car right through the front of my card front. And there you can see my little car. I'm going to toss that into a bowl there. I'll come back to that later. And then I'm going to fold my card and put some scratch paper inside it first. And that is going to protect the inside of the card. And then I'm going to grab the row of houses from the same stamp set, get that mounted in place, and then ink up again with the Tuxedo black ink. And I'm going to stamp that right over the top of that opening. And this is a great way to do mass production for a card like this, because you've got the real estate there on the Misty stamp positioner to do this sort of thing. So anyway, I didn't get as strong an impression as I wanted the first time around. So the beauty of this as well is that I can re-ink. I didn't move anything. I just re-inked the stamp, and I'm going to stamp it directly right over the top, and no one will ever know I didn't get it perfect the first time. Woohoo! And then I'm going to take a gold gel pen and go ahead and add some details and just highlight some of the lights and other details on that stamp on the front of the card. And then I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella clear shimmer, and I'm just squeezing it there onto scratch paper, so in case a blob comes out, it doesn't land on my card front. It lands on the scratch paper, doesn't ruin everything now that I've gotten to this point. And it's so pretty, it looks like snow. Set that aside to dry, and grab the little car that I tossed over there in the bowl and use some tape runner to temporarily mount that to some scratch paper. And this is just to hang on to that. It just makes it a lot easier when I'm trying to color it so it doesn't move around. And I'm using Copic markers, which is why I stamped with the Memento ink. And I like to use basically 2 colors of Copic markers whenever I do this. And I lay down my lighter color first as my base coat, and then I'll come in and add shading with the darker, more intense color. And then I'll come back in with the light color that I started with to just blend the two together where they meet. And this just gives me a really nice shaded effect. And I'm going to highlight the windows there with some pale porcelain blue. I think it just gives them a little more visual pop. And I'm going to do the same two-tone coloring there on the wheels with some shades of gray. And I'll have all those colors so that if you like those exact colors, they'll be down in the description below here for you. And I'm just blending those out, and now I'm ready to go ahead and get this car mounted to the inside of my card. There you can see my beautiful Copic shading. I'm so complicated. So now to get this mounted exactly where I need it to be, here's the trick. You're going to lay your card down, the face down, and you're going to put that die cut back into the negative space and then mount some foam tape to that piece. And I'm going to peel off the liner there with my tweezers. And again, I've got that sitting perfectly inside that negative space. I'm going to fold over the back side of the card, and there you can see it's mounted exactly where it needs to be. So when you open and close the card, it looks like it's mounted on the front, but then when you open the card, it's popped up on the inside. I just love that. It's such a fun, easy effect. It looks so cute. I'm going to add a little bit more Wink of Stella there to the inside to give my car some more snow to be riding around on, and then of course a little bit more accent there with the gold gel pen. Now to get my sentiment, I like to use my mini Misty. This is a great tool for getting your sentiment stamped on perfectly on the front or the inside of your card. So it's okay to have the front of your card hanging out the side there. Nothing's going to hurt it. I'm just going to go ahead and use that where that car is positioned to guide me in where I need to stamp my sentiment so that it's spot on right underneath the car. And I'm using some washi tape to hold that closed because I wanted to add just a little bit more embellishment to the front, and the card was going to just keep popping up on me while I was doing this. I don't like to be interrupted when I'm doing that. And I grabbed my On Point fine tip glue applicator and some pretty pink posh tiny gold star sequins and the jewel picker tool, so I could just grab those very quickly and drop them down into the glue. This is just a fun, easy way to have the outside of your card interact with the inside of your card. If you enjoyed this video, please show us some love by giving us a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to our channel. You can click on the photos below to see more of our papercraft videos. Thanks for watching.